This is a video to help you calm down. I received so many messages that were around the pandemic and around uncertainty and how to navigate through life in these times. My name is Patricia, I'm a certified life coach, and if you're new to this platform, to this channel, then give it a thumbs up and also make sure to even give us a comment about how are you. Let me know in the comments what brought you here, what are your challenges in this pandemic. You see, the more we share together, the more someone else can see, hey, I'm not alone. There is someone else. Someone else has the same kind of difficulties I have. So what have you done? How did you deal with it? Where do you stand now? All those kind of questions help us to navigate through life. You are not alone. You don't need to do it by yourself. But while reaching out to someone else, you can actually also help someone else, you see? So it's a perfect give and take. And that was actually already it. I think I've said everything I wanted. So let's go in. In this video, I want to go a bit more calm. And I want you to really also take some breaths before we even start anywhere, okay? And that's an exercise that you can do any single time, wherever you are, anytime. And it may look weird from the outside, but it helps your system, it helps your nervous system to calm down immediately, okay? And that's because everything is connected. You are connected to your thoughts, to your emotions, to your body. And the more you help your body to restore that energy, that nervous energy, the more grounded you feel, and the more decisions then afterwards you can take. So never take any decision in a state of total nervousness. That's not going to be in your favor, okay? That was just a side note. So help me and do this together with me. Let's take a deep breath in. Close your eyes. Hold and release. Let's do this one more time. Let's take a deep breath in. Hold. Release. One more time. Let's take a deep breath. Hold. And release. The more often you practice something so simple, the more easy it gets for you. See, there are different kind of practices you can do, but let's go first into why you feel nervous and what changed for you. I believe what is extremely common right now is this uncertainty and then not knowing what is tomorrow. There is though this idea behind that before this pandemic, everything was safe for you. And I believe here's the trick. Is that really true? Is it really true that your job was safe? That where you live was safe? Or is that just an idea that you had and therefore you felt kind of safe? It's all about perception. It's all about changing your understanding. So before you were okay because somehow you had this construct in your mind that you were safe, that you had enough money, that you had enough this or that. And now with this uncertainty, I understand there is a lot of things going on. So what we want to do is to understand, instead of creating this stable feeling from the outside world, we're gonna create it from within. So regardless of what is going on outside in this world, we are going to remain into a stable and balanced position, which is extremely important that we practice that, because the more things we watch from the outside, the more nervous we get, which is why it's so important to understand, what do I consume every single day? With what do I go to bed? Okay? If you watch the news every single evening and you see all those kind of heavy news about everything that is going on in this world, I don't even have to name it because you already know, then you're taking this feeling with you. And it's not about closing your eyes and pretend you're not in this world, but it's about being really precise in what you consume and when you consume it. Understand that not everything is in your favor, which is, by the way, the same thing with your thoughts. Okay? When we have thoughts, there's so many of them every single day, and it depends to which ones we give attention, because those ones will expand. Emotions will come in, okay? And that makes it really real. But because a thought comes in, this doesn't mean this is who you are. This means it's just like, here is something. Do you want it? Do you want it? You can take it. You can say no. A thought that comes in is not who you are. A thought can be practiced though. And then a thought can turn into a belief. Which is why it's so important to understand that you are creating those things. You are the creator of your panic attacks, for example. You are cultivating them by not understanding what you're creating. Okay? The more you are in this fear-based thinking, the more you get from that. And the more you ignore how you feel, the more it's gonna come to you. It's something that you have to go through. Even if you feel like you can't, but in order to get over it, you have to take what is lying right in front of you. I have a really good example for you. And it has also to do with my panic attacks. Maybe you have seen another video where I shared that story already. But I had moments in my life where I was waking up every single day at night, and I had so panic attacks because I didn't know if the life I had was really it. If it just didn't feel really right. And I didn't know why I panicked. That's even more crazy. Right? So at one moment I panicked, and I panicked even more. And I tried to push it away. And that would even make me more anxious. That would make me more nervous because I was then trying to avoid it. And when we avoid it, it's not gone, it's still there. See, there is a difference in not giving something attention because it's simply unimportant, and there is a really fine line, and something that is actually bothering you, but you push it away. Those are two different things, so don't get confused. If you feel something is bothering you, then just pushing it away is not your sign to do so, okay? That is not what you should do. If you want, or if you are ready to heal that kind of thing, right? There are moments in our lives when we just are not ready to do so. And that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with not being ready to do that. So when you are feeling overwhelmed and waking up in the middle of the night, trying to understand what's happening, not knowing where to go, what step to take, and it's just an overwhelming feeling. You start to get nervous, your hands start to sweat, okay? Your heart starts to pump. Maybe at this moment you even feel like you cannot socialize because you were in the room for so many time or for so long alone that now you fear seeing people. Okay, it makes you nervous. And understanding that what you feel is valid. Understand that even if it sounds crazy for outside people and they don't understand, it has nothing to do with not being real for you. It's very real for you. Okay? It has nothing to do with not accepting. You need to accept, not them. You need to accept the way how you feel. And once you start doing that, once you start acknowledging how you feel and why you feel a certain way, maybe this pandemic is even bringing up a few things that are, or there were, lying there already before for a long time. And now, since you had quite a lot of time to think about it, they came up. And so what I mean by that is that the feelings you had, they were always here, and the thoughts you had as well, but now it got even stronger. And it got stronger because you were ready to really face it. And so that's nothing you need to be ashamed of.